Alrighty guys, how the heck y'all doing today? Hope everybody's having a good one. What a change in weather we've had. Holy guacamole, it's unfrigging believable. Not really, not for this country anyways. Here, I'm gonna show you guys something. Unplug. So I am currently at Nick's service. There it is, Nick's service. Some people call them Nick's no serve, but they're getting a lot better. Check this machine. What's that look like to you guys, eh? So this is the exact same machine as what we just purchased, okay? This is a ProPush. You can see it right there. See the screen? This is the guard up in the front, how it's supposed to be, and it just bolts in here, right here, right? Couple of bolts holds that all in there, and this piece here, how nice and straight and true that is, and they haven't changed them one bit, right? Outside of the tires on this one are big balloon tires for field use, and the ones on our machine are more of a big ass truck tire for hustling or up and down the road. On our machine, this is kind of beat up, but that's not the end of the world. I don't have to worry about that. But the big thing I wanted to show you guys is, see this? Back you up a bit. See here? See how these are bolted on here? These little flails? Well, on our machine, every point, like this here, this one, on both beaters, this is bent right down and pretty much touching down here, right? That's what it's supposed to look like. And then we have greasing zerks here. Well, our hoses are friggin' broke. But yeah, we got greasing zerks there. Got this this piece here. It's looking pretty nice on here. But this flighting and tube, so the beater basically, right? That friggin' beater, each one, well, the pair of them is $16,000 for those flightings. Now I don't know if that comes with a whole brand new end or if it's just the beaters. I didn't question that. I got a feeling that that is just for the two beaters. It'll be 16 grand, $8,000 a piece. Yeah, a piece. And what is that? Then they got these rubbers on here. I'm not sure what these rubbers are for. I don't recall having that on ours. That's something different. And then we got this on mine too, and I have no idea what that's for. Don't even know where the hell it goes to be honest with you. It's just a hydraulic block. It's like a dead end block of some sort. I don't know if that is, if you can turn this somehow. If that's a reducer to slow down and speed up your push off or not. I don't know. This one has nicer lights on it actually. It's got these extra lights. You could fold them in. See that? For when you're driving up and down the road. But the reason I'm here at Nick's, because if you guys remember on the other side on my machine, that hub, the back hub, was changed out and it's a totally different friggin' hub. It's not the hub that's supposed to be on my machine. So I bought a whole brand new hub, spindle, bearings, the whole kit and friggin' caboodle, everything. But that's what they look like new. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Alrighty guys, good morning. It is April Fool's Day, April 1st. And looky, what have we got going on here? So yesterday we had a camera malfunction and lost lots of my footage, or tried to make footage and couldn't. And while that was going on, we also had this here little lady. I shouldn't say little. She's not an old cow. She's not a young cow either. She's middle age. She's about 7. And when we went and fed, because we were working on that shit spreader of ours, found this girl, and she had her one of each set of twins. But she's been giving us a little grief right there with the little boy. She walked away from the boy and was giving us grief on letting him suck, and I ended up having to put her in the cage, in maternity cage, and get him to get his first drink in him, and so on and so forth. But she's not kicking at him now, and she's not trying to punt him away real bad right now. So that's always a positive. But our first set of twins for this year, and both are doing fine at this point. So you gotta like that, right? And I did actually have the whole pen, like I had that gate right there open, and they closed it perfectly, outside of putting the chain on it to lock it. If she hits the gate, it'll open, or if one of the calves hit the gate, it'll open. Now this thing in here, this cow, now that cow doesn't have very much friggin' milk. Now this cow, on the other hand, she's got a bag on her like a friggin' Holstein, and she's dripping milk. She had a pool of milk in this pen here yesterday. It was just ridiculous. And yeah, she talks big, and she throws shit everywhere, and she moos, but at this point I don't take the chance of walking in there and just grabbing the calf without protection. And when I say protection, what I mean is without some kind of a stick or a whip, just to back her off a little bit. But anyway, let's do some choring here. We'll get some animals fed here, and we'll bring you guys back a little later. Alrighty guys, how about that? Came out here with the bale processor, shredded a bale out, and drove past this corral here and saw this cow. The feet were just sticking out, and by the time we friggin' shredded the bale, and I'll show you that here, there you can see the windrow from the bale processor out there. Cows don't really want that one, but by the time I got that shredded out, she dropped him on the ground, and he's trying to stand already. That was quick, hey? And I believe it's a little bull. I'll just leave her alone. That's one of the cows we bought, so what she's like, I have no fucking idea. But she's not trying to kill me with me standing in the corral, so that's a positive. There he is. He's up. You gotta like them when they're getting up real quick like that. I'll just leave her alone, and I gotta run to town. We'll bring you guys back later. Alrighty guys, so we picked up those parts for that shit spreader yesterday, and then we had lots of issues with the freaking phone and camera and all that bullshit. So anyway, here we are. Yeah, all the fucking parts that we got are wrong. Ordered parts, had to wait for them to come in from way the hell out east, Quebec or some goddamn thing. $777 later, and they're the wrong friggin' parts. So here we are on our way back to Regina to get the right parts. Yeah, nice. And they better give me all my friggin' money back. How's that sound? But now what I'm thinking of, and I'll show you guys when we get back to that hub on that friggin' manure spreader that we got that doesn't match. Well, the friggin' spindle is welded in every which way to Sunday instead of cutting it out. There's nothing wrong with it. The bearings are good and everything. So instead of cutting that out and putting a new hub and spindle on, what I'm thinking of is just getting the right wheel studs. Good, solid, strong wheel studs. And drilling the hub out to fit those studs. And putting the son of a bitch back on. If I don't like the color of it, I'll just paint the cocksucker, right? So we'll do that instead. So anyway, I'm gonna get my butt to the city. We'll get our right parts, and we'll get back here, and hopefully we'll get something done on it. Talk to you then. Alrighty, guys. What?
Don't you trust me?
No. So that spindle and hub that we picked up yesterday was the wrong one, of course, right? And this spindle, look how the previous owner, this is not the proper spindle for this machine, and the hub that goes on here is not the proper hub for this machine. But we're gonna try something, because they've got this sucker welded every which way to Sunday, and I don't want to have to cut all that friggin' shit out of there. So what I decided to do with the old hub, because I think it'll work just fine for us, except that don't go in there. See that? So I'm going to drill the holes out to accommodate this stud. And these are pound-in studs, which are factory studs. We'll pound them into this sucker. And then it should work, right? Now, a couple of these have old stud that broke off in it. So that's going to make more difficult drilling. That one and that one. But I got one drilled out so far. There, see? And that works. So we'll continue with drilling this out, and then we'll give her a go. See how it goes. Bring you back at that time. Alrighty, guys. So, how's that look? That one's off a little bit, and there's a slight little crack right there. See that? And that might give us grief. A little crack right there. But they had fucking welded, and I didn't notice it until after I pressed things in. Little hint of weld right there. I don't know, I might be knocking these suckers out and redoing them a little bit. What'd you do? Did you cut yourself?
No.
You got a socket wrench? Use the son of a bitch.
Kiss my ass.
Baird.
Careful what you ask for from this woman.
I'm waiting. So now I guess we're going to throw the bearing into this son of a bitch and get the dust caps and everything on it, and then we'll see if that tire over there on the other side of CP will fit on here okay, or if we're going to have major grief with it. Let's get at her. Hey. Oh. How's that look, guys? A lot better than them friggin' piece of crap friggin' little bolts that were in here? Drilled her out. She's tight. Like, getting this on here, she's not 110% bang on, but it's 99.5% bang on. And it's a really tight getting this tire on and off. And because it's a different hub, these rims are a little bit offset. I don't know if you can see that dish pattern there. See how that's dished out? Well, on this one, It's the other way around, to push the tire out, away from the machine. Because when we put it on so that the valve stem is to the outside the way it should be, the tire rubs on the frame on this one. And this bushing, I'm not 100% where it fucking goes, to be honest with you guys. We got to do some investigations and find out. But that's one job fixed on this machine. And both wheel bearings on that side are snugged up. They're not loose and sloppy. This one is snugged up. It's not loose and sloppy. I haven't checked the other one, but it's like friggin' 10 after 6. And we got to do a cow check and do some cow feeding, right, babe?
Yipper.
Yipper. So pitter patter, yippee ki yay. Let's get at her, right?
Yip.
Alrighty, guys. Well, she's like just about 7:30 in the evening here. There's the bully woolies. And Psycho Bitch. And Sheriff. Yeah, she's basically quitting time now. That one cow with the big udder that was in the barn for the last couple days with a goofy calf, I let her out. Mind you, her calf doesn't want to follow her. But he'll eventually follow her out. Just give them time. They'll figure it out. I find it better if I can let them crawl out of here on their own versus me pushing them. And so, but with that, I'm going to pick some eggs. I see I got one anyway. And we're calling her quits for the evening. So you guys all have yourselves a wonderful evening. And maybe we'll catch you tomorrow. So from Mr. BP here at BCP Farm and Trucking. Fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you all later.